Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Mystic Beauty. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you guys are returning, welcome back. All right, we're gonna use our Star Child Oracle deck, y'all. I've noticed that the sales have picked up on this. Y'all been grabbing this deck, so I'm like, you know what? They're getting this deck. Let me pop this deck out. Let's see what y'all talking about. Let's see what's going on. All right. Also, you guys, make sure you check out my Etsy shop where you can find my ritual oils, and all my oracle cards that I make. I'm gonna try to get some jewelry, get some spiritual jewelry over there for you guys. I don't know. I may be on the lookout. Just pay attention to the community board. Anything new. Like, I'm also working on some candles, so you guys can have candles with your conjure oil as well. All right, ritual candles. All right, so we have immortality. You guys are immortal. You never die. All right, you keep regenerating yourself. Like, you have this unique gift where you can always regenerate yourself and you can heal yourself. This is kind of giving me an energy like people be sending death magic at you. Whoever this is going to resonate with, you've had a lot of people send death magic to you and you always survive. And you have had a shit ton of near-death experiences. I heard one too many near-death experiences beyond the average person. Like, the average person don't have a lot of near-death experiences in their life, but whoever this is resonating with, you have been in car crashes that should have been fatal. Should have been fatal. And you walk out without a stain on you. Nothing, untouched. All right? Or you've gotten really, really sick. And maybe you was right there at the brink of death and you was like, you know what? I ain't ready yet. And you just turn around and go the fuck back. And you heal. When you decide, when you say, I think I'm just going to heal and stay. You're just starting, you can heal yourself. All right? Yeah, you've had a whole bunch of, I can't even say close calls because you are a being who has been gifted with immortality. There's never a close call. You will leave this realm when divine calls you home. You won't leave because somebody tried to take you out of here, because it's never going to work. You're not going any damn where. All right. There will not be a plague, a sickness, or nothing that's going to take you out of here. I'm not saying you won't get sick. You might get sick, but you're not going to die. Okay. Some of you guys are very, very, very old souls. You never dying. Like, you literally have just been, I heard body hopping. Like, if something happened to that vessel, you just were in a brand new vessel. All right. Thousands of years. Like, you are very old soul, very ancient. Okay. You've been around the sun thousands of times here. You always reincarnate here for very important roles. All right, so you're a very special person. You're very, very important and special to divine. So it says the spiritual essence of immortality encompasses the internal survival of the soul, liberation from physical constraints, a deep connection with the divine, an infinite wisdom. It highlights moral considerations, symbolizing hope and continuous beyond physical life, and represents a profound, enigmatic concept challenging our understanding of existence. So you're somebody who, you will survive anything. I'm just saying, your soul just continues. And you're also someone who have survived many close calls. Many have targeted your life and they have failed, because you are someone who have immortality. You're like an alien. You are like an alien. Maybe this reading is for my star seeds. Maybe this is why I was led to grab the Star Child Oracle deck. All right, you're from the stars, so you're not like a human soul. at all, though you are having a human experience, all right? Then we have the High Priestess. So you're very spiritually gifted, very tapped in. It says the High Priestess is a figure of profound intuition, mastery, and spiritual insight. She embodies the deep inner knowledge that often remains unspoken or hidden, bridging the conscious and the subconscious realms, often associated with lunar energies and the divine feminine. The High Priestess holds the key to the secrets and esoteric wisdom. She sits at the threshold of the unknown, guiding seekers towards enlightenment and understanding. With a balanced blend of intellect and intuition, she navigates the realms of mystery with grace and poise. In many traditions, the High Priestess is considered the guardian of sacred rituals. You may be someone who do rituals. You could perform rituals for yourself. You could be someone who don't need other spiritualists to do rituals for you, because you are a High Priestess born naturally. You're a born High Priestess, born with the gifts, okay? Ancient knowledge and spiritual truths, offering guidance to those who seek to journey within and connect with the higher self. Her presence is a reminder of vast depths that lie within each of us, waiting to be explored and understood. Okay. In every lifetime, because you are always around, even if you don't reincarnate on this particular planet, whatever realm, whatever dimension, whatever universe, okay, that you reincarnate in, you always come back as a very powerful priestess energy. All right? Tell me more. What else do the collective need to hear this evening? Ancestor connection. You have a very strong connection to your ancestors. It says you possess a profound connection with your ancestors, a bond that transcends the mere passage of time, anchoring you to the wisdom of past ages. You come from a priestess lineage. That's what it is. Your bloodline are full of priests and priestesses. All of you guys are very knowledgeable, naturally knowledgeable and talented and gifted at alchemy. You guys are alchemists, magicians. Okay? As your four barriers walk beside you. No, wait. This lineage bestows upon you not only guidance, but also protection. As your four barriers walk beside you, whispering counsel and shielding you from life's unseen storms, their experiences strengthens and hopes are interwoven into the fabric of your being, empowering you with a sense of identity, purpose that is both ancient and eternally present. So you never walk alone. And these High Priestess gifts that you have, you reincarnate with these every single lifetime, and you are a purebred High Priestess. This isn't no self-initiate type stuff. You didn't go to somebody to get initiated. You were initiated through blood. I heard blood passage. All right. Give me one more. I heard that your ancestors were very powerful magicians in previous lifetimes. Okay. I heard the dawn of time, or just for ages, you guys are very, very powerful alchemists. Tell me more. What more do the collective need to hear? So you are a beacon of light. You really just come here also to not only share your gifts with the world, but also to be a light to others as well in this dark place. It says, you are a beacon of light that guides lost souls through treacherous waters. You are a figure of salvation, offering hope in times of darkness and despair. So you reincarnated on this particular planet because of the darkness that has taken over this planet. That's really what I feel. I had a dream one time that a bunch of shadows, which were entities, was just hopping in and out of these kids. I'm talking about babies, big kids, medium kids. They were hopping, like body hopping. So, and I know it's more than children, but I guess the infestation here on this planet has gotten so bad that it's really affecting our children as well, which you could tell because these motherfuckers is heartless. Some of them act like they ain't got no soul, for real, but that's because a lot of them don't have access to their vessel. Okay, so a lot of them are walking around without the light in them, disconnected from the light. Okay, and maybe they don't come from very protected bloodlines. Everybody don't. All right, or maybe they don't have like somebody who's constantly praying for them. All right, that's why you got to stay up on your prayers for your children, yourself, these babies. You need to be praying over them all the time, every day. Cross your mind, pray for them. Say a little prayer in your head. Keep them covered, because children that are left uncovered are fair game to these entities, to the devil, or whatever you want to call it. These low vibrational spirits, okay, that are not human, that wander this earth, and also the wandering human spirits, but they were very evil people when they were alive. They be latching on to these kids too. All right, so you don't want your child to be a victim to that. And spirit is telling me, like, how you may know you may have a child that is out of hand, extremely disobedient, very disrespectful, okay, intentionally doing things to create chaos. I'm hearing like an out of control teen. A lot of these are possessions. All right, so like I said, keep your family, keep your bloodline covered in prayer. If you have a teen or a child in your family that is struggling to control themselves or struggling with their behavior, pray for them. You may have to pray like certain deliverance prayers and things like that for them, because they are in need of a deliverance, okay? I ain't saying run water in a tub and drown them and do all that crazy stuff. You ain't got to do all that. You can just pray for them, okay? Anyway, so you were sent to this place because Divine knew, I guess around this time, that a lot of darkness was going to be pretty much, trying to take over. I heard infiltration. So oh wow. I heard the underworld has been kind of like infiltrating a lot of things here, crossing a lot of spiritual boundaries, infiltrating this planet more than it's supposed to. The balance between good and evil has been blurred. The line, I heard don't cross the line. The line between this realm and the next has been blurred. Like the veil is completely gone for a lot of you guys that can see. You can see. All right. But there has always been like a line that has separated certain things, and it's just kind of blurred now, I feel like there was a time where the veil wasn't so thin, and you were not as open and vulnerable to demonic attachments and spiritual attacks and things like that. But it's not like that no more. There are more foot soldiers, high-ranking foot soldiers for Divine, spiritual warriors and things like that have been activated and dispatched here, sent here for a time as now that we're going through right now. Okay, so God's people, God's warriors are already here. His light workers, his high priestesses, the healers, the shamans, the medicine men, the medicine women are already here, preparing us to get back. Well, okay, I was gonna say to get back to like a simpler time, but I don't think it'll ever be really simple again. I feel like when certain things happen and take place on this planet, there needs to be high frequency beings ready and on standby to assist. And that's the vibe that I'm getting, and this is why you're here. I heard know your role. Okay, every light worker has a role. Your soul know why you were sent here, and when it's time, you'll be activated. All right. So then we have heart's calling. Your heart knows the way. Trust is calling for. It resonates with the rhythm of your destiny. So telling you, you know in your heart why you are sitting here. You know in your heart what your calling is. You really do. All right. Maybe you've been questioning it, and if so, you shouldn't question it. All right. And then it says, here is my servant whom I uphold, my chosen one whom I delight. I put my spirit on him, and he will bring justice to the nations. Isaiah 42:1. You're here to bring justice to the nations. This is why you reincarnated while the planet is going through such a rough purging right now, where, you know, a lot of evil people are just being purged out, scrubbed out, okay? Where it seemed like there is more so like a rising of evil in the world. Divine sent you here for this time. I heard it's go time, all right? So yeah, you were sent here to bring justice to the nations and to be a light, a refuge. So while everybody are going through this dark time, they can find their way back to divine through you. You are the light in the darkness. All right. So you may cross paths with a lot of like lost souls. Yeah, you cross paths with a lot of lost souls. People who just be spiritually lost. And not judging them. You know, it's not our place to judge anybody. We come to just exist. Our purpose is to exist and be ourselves. Whatever yourself is, that's what you do. You do you the way the divine has called you to do. Everybody has a role. Okay? And chosen one. So yeah, that makes sense. You're a chosen one. God always looks out for his chosen one. Everyone around you will be blessed and experience unconditional love and be covered under divine protection because of you. Many people have a purpose and a calling, but few are truly chosen. You're one of them ones. You are one of them ones, collective. Not to be played with at all. Look at that. Some of you guys, your purpose is to heal through your hands, through touch. Okay? You may be a nurse or a doctor, or you work in the medical field. Okay, so you may work in a nursing home where you are assisting our beautiful elderly when they are in their most vulnerable state right now. Okay, you may work in pediatrics, which, you know, I always wanted to work in pediatrics, but I can't. My heart, nope, I cannot see nobody's baby be sick. I wouldn't be able to do my job. I'd be in there crying and praying. They'd be like, ma'am, this woman been in here praying the whole time and we can't. Listen, we finna go to the throne. We finna make this baby finna get better. See, I can't. No, my heart is too fragile. I can't do it. So you may work with children. You may work with the elderly. You may work with the sick. In general, you may do massages. Some of you guys may do Reiki, 1818. You're naturally, like I heard hot hands. Okay, y'all remember the game Hot Hands when we was kids, where you put your hands like that and somebody put their hands on top of you, you have to slap their hands real fast. I don't know, was that just something we did out here in the South? But we played hot hands. And you would get fire slapped from your hands if you don't move your hands fast enough. Right? So spirit reminded me of that game, like, and I heard hot hands. So your hands get warm because you have anointed hands. You can lay hands on people and pray and shift the energy in them, and you can do deliverance prayers on people and literally exorcise entities off of them through touch, through praying over them. You can heal. Some of you guys can actually heal sicknesses, okay, from people's bodies. Depression, anxiety. I heard cancer. Some of you guys, 1919 on my timer, you can literally smell sicknesses in people and you can lay hands on them if they have cancer and they'll be delivered from that energy. That's for somebody specific, by 3-4 y'all, okay? So speaking of 3, we have 333 here. It says this angel number brings positivity, spiritual, mental peace, and abundance in life. This number is considered a sacred number amongst all other numbers. People who encounter this number will flourish in life. Will flourish in love, life, and relationships. So whenever you see angel number 333, that means you will grow in life. So 333 could be your number. I got it tatted. Somebody got 333 tatted. Then we have connect with the stars. And then we have divine masculine. Baby, astral traveler. Some of y'all, you could be a divine masculine who is a astral traveler. Like, you are really, really gifted at traveling beyond the veil, through the stars, through time and space. Okay, astral projecting, astral traveling. Someone's seeing their lover spiritually. So if you're divine masculine, you could have been traveling to see your person, your soulmate, your counterpart. Or if you're a divine feminine, you have a divine masculine who has been astral traveling, astral projecting to you. This is someone who is written, I heard it's destiny with connect with me in the stars. You connect with this person through the stars. Both of you guys are children of the stars. You guys could be from the same galaxy, the same constellation. All right. You guys are from the same galaxy, wherever that is. I heard for some of you guys, like my starseed family is Andromeda. And when I met my guardian angel, he told me his name was Andromedas. And I had never heard of a place called Andromeda. And I had never heard of the name Andromedas. And one of you guys, I was telling y'all about my experience with my guardian angel when I asked him what his name was. And one of you guys was like, that's a starseed galaxy. That's a starseed galaxy. And they're my people. You may be from Andromeda, or maybe not. You could be from another galaxy. But let's figure out what's going on with this divine masculine. Or you could be your divine masculine energy. It says wisdom, strength, leadership, protector, compassionate, authoritative, grounded, spiritual, and resilient. It says divine masculine energy embodies strength, protection, and action-oriented qualities. He is a force of stability, logic, and rationality, driving one to be a pillar of support and guidance. This energy fosters leadership and courage, helping to navigate through challenges with determination and force. The divine masculine also embraces an unwavering presence, holding space with integrity and responsibility. He partners with the divine feminine, balancing reciprocity and with action, intuition with logic, and creating harmony within and interactions with the world. All right, then astral traveler, an individual who consciously journeys through the astral plane, separating their astral body from the physical. They navigate ethereal dimensions, encountering diverse entities in landscape while seeking enlightenment, knowledge, and personal growth. Their experiences often grant them heightened intuition and a deep sense of life, interconnected mysteries. So you could be a divine masculine who is a powerful astral traveler. All right. So now, I'm sorry, y'all. My phone had ran up out of storage. What deck do I want to use for? Let's use Divine Headquarters because I was really being called. All right, so this is our Divine Headquarters deck for those of you guys that are new here, because I do have a lot of new besties. All right, this is our Divine Headquarters Oracle. You guys can find these cards on my Etsy shop. Let's see what we can see. All right, Divine Spirit Guides and Guardian Angels, what do my Divine Collective need to hear from Divine Headquarters? Ooh, Cosmic Knowledge. And y'all know what I saw in this deck and I did not take it? Let me find it. But I doggone sure saw it. And I should have took it, but I didn't. Hold on, though. Hold on, though. This is going to confirm what the freak I felt. Where is that? Because I knew y'all wasn't from here. I knew you was lying, man. I knew you was lying. Where is it? It's a gold card. Come on now, Spirit. I saw ancient royal bloodline earlier. I did see that. I gotta find it. Here it is. And I didn't take it. And here it is. Baby, Spirit is very funny. Like, if you see the card, you're supposed to take the message. And if you don't, they'll keep making the message come back up even in another day. So listen. Cosmic knowledge. This is like royal energy. You get your gifts and your knowledge from your royal bloodline. That's what this is. You get all this cosmic knowledge, all this cosmic gifts. Someone back in Egyptian days, you were a powerful oracle and priestess. I heard if you were a woman, you were like a wife. I say a wife because he probably had multiple. But the high priestess was always the king's favorite wife. He always kept the oracle really close to him. Okay? Because the oracle was all knowing. The oracle knew everything. The oracle was able to warn the king of anything that was coming. Any danger, any deception, anything that the king needed to know about or whatever. So you could have been married. You could have been married to your divine counterpart in the past life, and both of you guys come from this royal lineage here. So you were married into royalty in like the Egyptian days. Yeah. Then we have pay attention to music. Someone is trying to communicate with you. So whoever this person is, collective, they may be into music. They may do music for a living, or they could be sending you messages through music. What more do the collective need to know? You could be into music. All right, one of the gifts that you may have is your voice. You could be a singer, a rapper. You heal others through speaking or through creating music. Then you have ancestors chosen. So your ancestors chose you to walk in this lifetime with these gifts. So they step forward to give you all of their gifts with spiritual initiation here. Yep, new spiritual gifts. They step forward to give you all of their spiritual gifts because they knew that you were going to be under severe attack in this lifetime with storm warning. They knew that all hell was going to break loose when a heart as pure as yours reincarnates here, that the devil himself was going to be after you. This is why a lot of you guys have went through nothing but storms since you were born, collective. So your ancestors did not send you on this journey, on this mission, empty-handed. They stepped in and they all gave you the best gifts that they can give you for your journey. I heard all praises to the traveler. You are a divine traveler. You could be a masculine energy. You're like a very mature man. Even if you're young, you're very mature. All right. And then we have divine inheritance. Collective, there is a mature masculine energy that watches me. You are about to receive a divine inheritance, something that you prayed for. You worked for this. All right. You worked for this. Especially with us living in a time where a lot of masculine energies are not evolving as fast as the feminine energy. You did your damn thing. You did the thing, collective. Whatever divine masculine this is, you are like a demigod. Okay, you have ruled in past lifetimes before. You have a lot of divine, cosmic, I heard infinite database of knowledge. You have a lot of ancient knowledge embedded into you because of your bloodline, because of who you are. You took that knowledge with you because knowledge is power. You may have a platform. I could be speaking to a masculine that has a platform, and you'd be dropping gems and things like that. You know, teaching the world or teaching the collective about higher consciousness, how to heal themselves, what's really going on in the world. Look at that. Yeah, you're a spiritual warrior. You're a spiritual warrior, and if you're a woman, you know, you are in the spiritual warrior energy, and you have activated your divine inheritance by staying the course. So y'all didn't come here to play around. This energy is not coming to play. And I'm hearing You're doing this on your own. There's no other warrior standing next to this one warrior, but there's plenty demons. So you've been fighting hella demons all your life. The moment that a purebred, raw one, a chosen one, an angel, reincarnated, it sent off like this frequency that alerted the heavens that you were here, but it also, I heard it alerted the heavens that you had safely descended here to earth. And it also alerted the underworld that you had also made it here and that they needed to start working on getting rid of you. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. All right. But when I tell you, you kicked ass, you kick ass, you kick ass, you kick ass. All right. And you do all this pretty much alone. You haven't found, like, that's because you haven't met your counterpart yet. Because I feel like whoever you are, your counterpart is also a spiritual warrior. They come from similar background, bloodline. You could have been married to this person in the past life. You guys could have ruled nations and empires together. Yeah. For some of you guys, if you're like a woman, divine feminine, your counterpart is a wealthy man. And he is already like in the spotlight. And whatever he do, he's well known for what he do. For others of you guys, like if you're a masculine energy, I'm telling you, you're about to come up in the world. Spiritual burp, because I just burped out the blue. Sorry. You're about to come up in the world after some time of going through like a lot of financial karma. Maybe you was losing a lot because God was dealing with you, because in the past you wasn't acting in your full high priest energy. You were out of alignment. Divine masculine, you were out of alignment, but now that you have gotten yourself back in alignment, you have cleared and corrected some karma, some things that, you know, that maybe you did from a previous lifetime or even in this lifetime, or you've learned lessons. Instead of like maybe blaming other people, you actually have taken accountability. Divine is about to bless your game. Divine is about to bless your game. You will be the wealthy man. I feel like this was always your destiny. But you were blocking your own destiny because you were not worthy of it at the time. The frequency that you were on was not in alignment of kingdom blessing. So you went through struggle because maybe you had to learn a lesson of humility, kindness, integrity. Okay? Something along those lines. It's like you was just not acting in your priest energy, whoever this masculine is. You came out in reverse. You were not acting in your higher self. And divine wasn't pleased, and God dealt with you about this. You did get convicted. All right? And you took a L. All right? I heard Spirit say you can't be a boss if you ain't never took a loss. So you had to take a loss so that you could learn this very important spiritual lesson, and you passed. You finally passed. I'm talking to somebody who used to be a player. I've never had a direct message for like a divine masculine, but you used to be a player. Okay? But divine was convicting you for being in this energy, because if you were called to be high priest, then you were supposed to keep your energy sacred. And you were not keeping your energy sacred. Because you are a spiritual warrior, you cannot fight for the kingdom of divine, the kingdom of heaven, if you are in this player lustful energy, and you lost a lot on this journey. And divine wanted to make sure that you were going to be humble. Divine did not want to hand whatever this inheritance is to you if you were still in this fly by night, this player energy, not really taking accountability for real, blaming others, you know, breaking hearts, just not giving a fuck, really. So this also held up your wealth. This held up your blessings. Divine didn't take it from you, but it was put on reserve until you grew up spiritually, emotionally. You needed to grow, you know. But now you are showing up as the high priestess and the high priest in the upright. All right, Spirit is saying that your energy is more sacred now. You have passed these tests. I'm super proud of you, Bookies. I'm proud of you. Yeah, now you're coming into the wealthy man. Kingdom blessings, kingdom wealth, and you're about to meet your divine feminine, your divine counterpart, your one true love. But be careful, because you gonna have people from your past who did not ascend with you, who are still in devil energy. These hoes, I'm telling you, Spirit is saying, not just men, but it's some, because anybody can have the Jezebel spirit. But there's a man that's watching me. You are always destined for greatness. But there was major divine lessons that your soul needed to learn. Divine said he could not hand this over to you. You would have squandered it, or you would have turned your nose up at people because you were in like a lower vibration, or you would have used this to get more hoes. And Divine said he couldn't have that. So there's Jezebel energy from your past, and the Jezebel is not just a woman. A man could carry a Jezebel spirit too, that will be looking to steal this from you. Okay, they're going to try to hold on to you. This could be a family member, friends, old lovers, people from your past life and your previous frequency. You don't vibrate that low no more. All right, Spirit is saying you're going to have to be brave. You're going to have to be brave, because they're going to be coming for you. And if you're a divine feminine, that's what your future partner, you have a divine masculine that's coming in or coming back to you, because some of you guys, you already know who your person is. They're fighting demons right now, because divine is about to release their divine inheritance to them. But there's a Jezebel energy here that's holding on to this person, holding on to them. This is an energy vampire that's holding on to this person, is trying to stop them from coming forward, maybe trying to stop them from communicating, or maybe trying to stop this person from crossing paths with you, because some of y'all, you ain't even met this person yet. This is a new man. This is a new woman. This is a new flame. Chris Brown, new flame is definitely going to be the theme for this reading. All right. And see, ancestor union. So your ancestors and your new person's ancestors have already signed a contract in the spirit realm. This has already been decided that you and this person are to cross paths. And for some of y'all, they are already wealthy, or they're about to be. And you're going to be wealthy too. Yeah. This is someone who previously failed spiritual tests, but they are getting a brand new beginning. This man is a magician. He's a magician. I don't think he's a dark magician, but Divine had to train him and teach him to be good, because this is someone who could have potentially been a dark magician if you didn't watch it. Okay. Everybody has, we could all go both ways. We all have light and dark in us, but whoever this person is, they were mostly dark, but they had to heal from this energy. It's like Divine had to make something very clear to this person. So if this is your future person, all right, this is someone who's experiencing a spiritual breakthrough right now as we speak, and they are being prepared to come towards you, but they do have karmic energies, entanglements, all right, they're demons, demonic attachments, y'all, all right, energy vampires and demonic attachments. And this could be old lovers, old flings, family members, friends who their assignment is to stop this person from crossing paths with their kingdom partner, with their blessing. All right. And also to stop them from continuing to like pass these spiritual tests. They want to keep them in like an energy of failing here. Yeah, they also want to steal this person's light from them. Also, collective, y'all be careful, because I'm getting the same vibe for you. People trying to steal your light from you, because you are someone that's destined for an abundant harvest. So you have to protect your energy. Whoever like the divine feminine is, you've been keeping yourself more sacred. All right. You could have been like abstinent or some shit like that, or celibate. You ain't been hunching. All right. You've been keeping your wounds sacred on lockdown. And then we have like a judgmental, arrogant, biggity, narcissistic ass energy crab in the bucket. I'm telling you, you have like, there's a divine feminine who has a narcissist who only wants to come back to harvest their light, to steal their light, so that they can partake from your abundant harvest, and they can hold you back from your ascension like a crab in a fucking bucket. But see, because you guys are going through the Phoenix rising. All right. And what they don't know, this narcissistic ass man or woman don't know, collective, is they are barking up the wrong fucking tree. This is somebody who needs to not play with you, because your ancestors have already paired you with somebody else. And I'm hearing this is a arranged marriage in the spirit. Two royal beings. So you're like it's like two royal bloodlines doing like an arranged marriage, because both bloodlines have something divine and significant to offer the other, and they're coming together to be great. All right. And yuck from your past, collective, they rejected you. This is someone who had a chance. They could have been with you, but it says rejected God's gift. This is somebody who already gave you their ass to kiss. So all I'm saying is, look there. All right, that's all I'm saying. You got a real emperor. You got a praying man that's coming into your life. You have a real divine masculine. You got a real big daddy that's coming in. Not none of this fake shit. Not somebody just coming in to just pull you back and hold you down. They just want to come in and harvest your light and steal your energy and your joy and eat off of your harvest. No. Your new person got their own harvest. They got their own light. They not gonna come in and steal from you. They trying to put theirs with yours so y'all can be greater. All right, give me one more. Thank you. And this past person is in bad fucking health. They may not even like tell you the truth about their health status. All right, so just don't let nobody trick you into breaking your fast. If you're fasting from sex, don't let nobody trick you out of that. Don't let nobody trick you out of that, collective. If you are Empress and you are the generational curse breaker in your family, and you are about to meet your equal, this I told you, this person is just like you spiritually. They are a spiritual general. They are very high ranking energetically. They are too. And they are someone of status, or they are very important in their field or whatever they do. This person can't make it up. Power couple. And you're going to have this past person that's going to be fucking obsessed with stalking you and your new partner here. But I'm telling you, they are barking up the wrong tree, because I'm telling. Do you know the type of spiritual protection and backing that this type of couple has? Just saying. Might want to watch your toes, buddy. All right, so I will see y'all in the next video. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're claiming this for yourself. All right.